So the Johnny Combat Merc boot. I got these a few days back and I've pretty much lived in them since I got them, and thought I'd do a review to get you an idea of what you're getting if you order a pair. So first of all, they were true to fit. I wear an 11.5 in tennis shoes and ordered an 11.5. They fit perfect. So you be safe to go with your shoe size there. These boots are water resistant. They're not classified as waterproof, which I actually prefer. In my experience, waterproof boots don't breathe enough, and my feet sweat a lot, so before you know it, I've got soggy feet inside of my waterproof boots. These are a 6-inch high boot, which I found them to give you the amount of ankle support you would expect out of a 6-inch boot. If I want a lot of ankle support, I'm usually looking for an 8-inch boot. The boot has a rubber lining that goes around the toe piece. It runs up both sides with the laces attached, and then also runs around the back here, and that seems like a very durable material. I don't expect to have any issues with that breaking or abrading. The laces are very strong. They're similar to like a 550 cord material, but they're a bit softer, and they do have metal ends on them, which I appreciate because I've blown through a lot of plastic ends on laces over the years. I expect these will last a lot longer. The tread on these boots I'm really happy with. It gave me excellent traction. Most of my testing was in the snow. I had no problem having traction in the snow for running, jumping, climbing over stuff. They've got good traction up here, but what I really like are the angular cuts on the heel. In my opinion, the angles those are cut at, they help with preventing heel slippage. And then I really like the tread they put right here in the arch of the foot for when I'm stepping over logs and things of that nature. The insole of the boot is not glued in, which I appreciate. The reason for that is that if you get these wet, if you walk through knee-deep water and you fill your boots with liquid, when you get home, pulling these out helps things dry out sooner and prevent things from growing inside of your boots before they get dry. It's also going to make it much easier when the insole wears out and the time comes to replace it, because insoles rarely last as long as a boot. Being able to pull this out in one piece will give you a nice template when it's time to cut the new insole to put in. My favorite thing about these boots is the rear zips on them. So when I first looked at the boots, I thought this was meant to replace a side zip system, but actually what I found in using them is that you can use those to make getting the boot on and off a bit easier, but you will have to do the laces. What this is excellent for, though, is when you've got the back zipped up, laces done, you have excellent ankle support, which is what I want if I'm hiking, if I'm running, if I'm out at the range doing shooting exercises. I want all that ankle support. When I'm done doing those things, so if it's time to drive home, if I'm going to wear them out to the grocery store next and I want to have them wear like a tennis shoe, if I zip that down, they wear just like a tennis shoe. I have all that flexibility in my ankle, and you would think, looking at it, that the zippers were going to catch on the back of your heel, but that doesn't happen at all. The way the heel cup is shaped on this, it holds onto your heel, keeps it from slipping out, and the zippers don't ever touch the back of your heel when you're walking. Then if you are going to go back to do some more shooting, or whatever it is you're driving from one place to the next, you want your ankle support back, just zip them up and you have your ankle support back. I think it's a very smart design feature, and I like it a lot. In all my testing, I found the boots to be very comfortable. These boots are priced at $125, which I think is a more than fair price for what you're getting. If you happen to be in law enforcement or current or ex-military or a firefighter, they do offer a 20% discount. You tack that on there and it's a $100 boot. I think these would do excellent as a patrol boot for law enforcement if you got them in black. They are, however, a summer weight boot. So in all my hiking in snowy conditions, 15 or so degree weather, my feet never got cold, but I also never sat still. If you were going to head out and sit in a tree stand deer hunting with these boots on, I would expect my feet to get cold. So more of a spring, summer, and fall boot. These are not insulated for winter use if you're going to be sitting still.